happy New Year to you. What's cracking, fellas?
Hey, what's going on?
I gotta send this out to the people.
Yeah. Share to your Facebook page, if you can right now, and to everybody in TV land that's or streaming land, however you want to say it, that's tuning in. Please do us a favor and share to your page so that we can continue to increase our audience. And man, I'm glad to be back. Whenever we take a week off, man, it just seems so long, man. It seems like it's so that we can continue to increase. Right. Turn your volume down on your phones. And man, I'm glad to be back. Who is that?
Probably you.
It is.
It was his voice.
That was good though, Mel. That was good.
Mel hasn't had his food tonight, so he's gonna be a problem. He's just gonna be a problem tonight.
Right.
Basically.
How is everybody?
I'm not sure you can share. Awesome.
I'm glad, man. We starting the year off with 5 familiar faces, man.
I know that was some good booking by the producers. I tell you, I got to give them credit.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank me. I'd like to thank myself, and I'd like to thank all three of us did an excellent job.
Nobody can accuse you of being self-indulgent.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what though, we almost didn't have this show because my barber, peace out to Carlton Pleasant Styles. I had a late appointment, so if I had missed that appointment, this show would have been canceled. Because
No. You almost didn't have the show. We was gonna go on without you.
No. If I'm not on the show, the show ain't on. That's what I'm saying.
No show.
I'm not on the show.
One chimpanzee don't stop no show.
Wait a minute. No, Ronnie.
He just
we've gone through this before.
You know, he just called you a monkey.
I know, I heard him. But you know what?
I called him a chimpanzee.
If we were New Edition, again, I have to do the New Edition rule all the time with you, Mel. You're Ronnie. So you do your 8 bars, not 16, and then you step your ass back in line and get right in there and do your step.
Hey, you don't want to do the New Edition cracks with Mel. He get real personal when you do that. He be done talked about your mama and your credit score.
I know, just because we call him Ronnie DeVoe.
I used to go to
he get mad about that.
Tell people I was Ronnie DeVoe's little brother. I don't get mad about New Edition crack.
Oh, you just like to go hard on me. Okay, I got you. I see a lot of people filing in, man. What's up? My good friend Melanie Vaughn. I see you, TJ from Kiwani, Sherry Tyler. I see all y'all filing in, man. It's so good to have y'all with us again for the first show of the year. I want to do a special acknowledgement. I'm not what y'all drinking tonight, man. I'm not drinking bourbon tonight. I'm actually drinking. I don't want to pronounce this. I'm actually drinking rum, man. Bamboo. I'm drinking Bamboo.
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, and so shout out to Chris Dade. He's one of the bros. When I did I see that Woodford. When I did with him a couple of weeks ago, he turned me on to it. And then one of my good friends, man, from down in Tennessee, man, my man John Shivers, aka Shotgun, aka Gun, he reached out to me, man. Right, he reached out and shared some good news with me, man, about some stuff he had been going through in the court system with his children's mom. And you know, people don't realize how one-sided those situations can be from a legal standpoint. He was really, man, going through some unfair stuff, and finally got a chance to kind of speak his piece and get the representation that he needed, man. And the court saw things in his favor, so he was really happy, man.
That has something to do with what you're drinking tonight?
Yes, sir, because he was drinking this in celebration. Whatever, Mel.
No, I'm trying to catch the story, man. I'm in here making tacos. Man. I'm gonna have some tequila.
I'm drinking redemption.
I was up on the story. That's all.
Hey, you know, hey, Glenn, Mel say stuff. You have to decipher it to figure out if it was a shot or some support. You know.
I know he one of them boxers that hold you and hit you behind the head. That's what it is. He gets that rabbit. He's a rabbit punching little.
Right.
That's what Mel does. Yeah.
So my break from bourbon is in honor of my man Shotgun in Tennessee, who, by the way, watches. The reason I'm doing this is because he watches us faithfully, man. He's just quiet. He doesn't say much, but he's always in the room with us, man. So, Gun, love you, big dog, and I'm happy for you.
There you go. Yeah.
For sure.
Cheers to him.
Cheers to all that stuff.
And cheers to our audience. Thank you for joining us. It's like 43 people on already. All right.
Yeah, please share 43.
Yeah.
As long as it ain't 45. I hope it's skipping from 44 to 46.
Already, Shawn didn't need any warm up. Like I said, he was not gonna need any warm up this week.
Hey,
He's
man,
coming right out swinging.
Y'all on my birthday, I think my feelings are a little hurt. I had a birthday. I don't think I heard from none of y'all.
Really?
I know I posted happy birthday.
Mel, I'm sorry. You did. You absolutely did.
I said happy birthday to you.
I said happy birthday.
Did you?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, on your page.
Look, so here's the truth. I have a horrible memory, so I could have read it and forgot. But let me tell y'all a real funny story. Now, I don't think I'm a popular dude or nothing, right? But on my birthday post, now check this out. On my birthday post, I had over 600 likes and over 800 comments. Do you know I got put in Facebook jail for trying to reply to the comments?
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I got put in Facebook jail, because you have a limit to the number of replies you can even do on your own post.
That's not true.
Yes, it is, brother. I was in jail for 3 days.
Probably because of something you said in the comments, not for replying to the comments.
They told me you have reached your reply limit.
Really?
There's a reply limit?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I don't get that many likes and comments and things like that. So
Whatever.
I haven't experienced that. So
Whatever sexy ascot wearing, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just a poor, simple Southern boy. Nobody really likes me like that. I'm just.
You'd have more friends if you weren't a Lakers fan. I'm just saying.
Really? Nice.
Jamie, you can absolutely do that. Absolutely. Yeah, man. So let's wrap, man. Good to see you guys, man. There's no way we can't get into the elephant in the room, and it's got so many arms and legs.
I'm glad none of you all got arrested when y'all stormed the Capitol.
No, I was just in there, and they pushed me in when the crowd was pushing through, and I happened to be in the rotunda when they pushed me in. That's all. I wasn't really there,
And just to be clear, go ahead, Kevin.
I just need to use the bathroom. That's all I just need to use the bathroom.
I was there to feed the poor because it's a lot of homeless people in DC. I was out there giving them hats, MAGA hats, because they're pretty easy to get a hold of now and they're cheap. And I was just giving them hats to keep warm. That's all. That's what I was doing.
That is funny.
That's some of the excuses people gave, though. That's what I heard.
I was
Those were two actual excuses. I got pushed in, and I was there to feed the poor and pray with them and, just sightsee.
Yeah.
Man, there's so much you can say.
Bottled water for $1. Bottled water for $1. Bottled water for $1.
Man, it's so much you can really say about that, man. It was wrong on so many levels. I'm just really glad, man, that some of those people are getting picked up right about now.
Let's tie sports and politics. Draymond Green, former Michigan State Spartan, by the way. Did y'all see his press interview?
No.
He snapped out and was cussing.
Was he?
Stop effing calling them protesters. Stop effing calling them the same thing as people who were peacefully protesting with their hands up. They're terrorists. Call them terrorists.
Yeah.
Snap. I was like, all right, Draymond.
It's those subtleties that people miss when we're talking about systemic racism. It's those subtleties that people miss, the verbiage that you use. And I firmly believe this, man. There's an inherent distrust of Black people. And so Black people, like say the Black Lives Matter movement, you can just say you might come and they're going to have the military there. These white folks made it clear. We come in and we stand. And they had Day and Craig out there.
Day and Craig. Did you see there was one Black dude in the rotunda, not just saying that I was looking for the Black dude?
The one running up the stairs?
Yeah. And I'm like, no, not the guard. I'm talking about there was one in there. And I'm like, now if worse comes to worse, they were gonna be like, Larry was there with us. I wasn't there, but I saw Larry go in.
Hey man,
Well,
I saw a post on
Hey,
Instagram
Glenn.
where a woman claimed that was her son.
You know,
What?
Larry's got to be that token person that's, going along with the crowd, I guess I should say.
Right.
Yeah, you always got those Negroes that feel like, the way they separate themselves is by going against the grain. It doesn't necessarily matter if the grain is right or wrong. They just want to separate themselves and not go, the way everybody else is going.
Yeah. One thing I've heard that was interesting, though, the media really went after people like Joe Scarborough. I can't remember his name on CNN. Jake Tapper on CNN was like, this wouldn't have happened this way had it been people of a different race. And they called it out.
I was so surprised that so many notable people
they called it out.
And not just people of color, like Steve Kerr went public with it.
Oh, yeah, Steve Kerr went hard with it.
Everybody on CNN went at it. I mean, they weren't making any bones about it, man. But
somebody tweeted, you should just call them and tell them that it's a black man outside selling cigarettes with Skittles in his pocket with a hoodie on. And the Capitol Police and the National Guard will come a lot faster. Somebody actually tweeted that while it was going on.
Yeah, we had a running joke say if you really want the police to show up, you got to tell them it's a black man messing with a white woman. They'll be there before you get off the phone. That's an old Richard Pryor joke. I had to change the verbiage.
I know. I remember that joke.
But,
all righty. Good afternoon and good evening to everyone.
Yeah.
That was our intro. What else are we talking about tonight?
Yeah, so let's do real quick introductions like nobody knows who these cats are. If you have watched the show.
Hey, we pick up new viewers every week. There is a strong possibility that there are people out there. We are humble enough not to think that everybody knows who we are in the world.
With that said, Kevin Foster, introduce yourself to everybody watching and tell them a little bit about yourself and how you came to be a guest in the cave.
Good evening, everyone.
I can hear you good now, man. That's good.
Kevin Foster. I actually was involved in the initial obstruction of Yanni to the man cave back when we were just trying to play some cards and have some fun. So
you were Shawn before Shawn was Shawn is what you're saying?
You know what?
Nothing. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
It's been a while. I've been, involved with these brothers, but like they say, it's a new year. It's a lot of new topics. So, I'm back finally. Thank you, gentlemen, for allowing me to come back in, and let's get it cracking.
I mean, this is the only time you go come in because you beat me in fantasy football by 1 point. So you're lucky you on this show, Kevin. It's only because I've been knowing you for so long, and that's the first time you ever beat me too. So that's the only reason you got on the show. That's all I'm saying. I ain't petty about it at all, though, because I ain't, I don't hold any grudges. But for wrestling fans, Kevin, you're Dusty Rhodes and I'm Ric Flair.
Every now and then, I'm Ric Flair, just so you know.
No, Mel.
I am Nature Boy.
You can go be The Rock or something. You got the little boys and you can do that. You can be WWE because they're all like style and no substance. You can do that, man. That's you.
No.
I will always be
I'm the champ.
Jimmy Valiant.
I'm the champ.
Oh, handsome Jimmy. Okay. All the wrestling references. I love it. No, but it's the same story, Kevin. Dusty won every now and then. He beat Ric Flair, but Ric Flair was like the perennial champion. So he was always the man. And what did he say? To beat a man, you got to beat the man. And you beat the man by 1 point.
Right now. You
keep my title shiny, Kevin, because next year it's going to be back where it belongs.
Kiss the ring.
Kiss the ring.
Hey, Rob, while they hash out their childhood issues, why don't you introduce yourself?
Really, handsome Jimmy? Really, handsome Jimmy Valiant? Really?
And tell us where you got that oh so sexy scarf you rocking.
Hey.
And Vanya Hudson, stop taking up for Kevin Foster, Vanya. I saw that. I see that. Don't get kicked out the room.
Oh, man. I was the first one in the room back in the day.
Rob, tell us who you are.
Hey, I'm Robert Hazzard.
Of the Hazzard Group.
Of the Hazzard
Group, Hazzard Collective. I help small businesses with their technology needs. I have, how many grandkids do I have? I have 4 boys and 1 beautiful girl. And of course, I have 2 children.
You got to know how many grandkids you got.
I do. I have 2 kids, and I just started drinking. So let's work on this. But
It's that night.
I'm just happy to be here with you brothers tonight.
Why are you so layered up in your chest area though, Rob? You got like 2, 3. Why are you so layered up? You got double layers on in your chest area, and I think that there's a reason. I want to know why you layered up.
We're gonna go there.
Is it a draft in your house, Rob?
Hey, Shawn.
Yeah,
Sean, he wants to be deputy man in the man cave.
Well, I think he's doing all he can to hide his nipple gate. He has a history of noticeable nipples.
See, really what I'm trying to, I've got my chest hairs coming through, brother, and I didn't get a chance. So I'm trying to work through that, okay? Okay? I'm trying not to, have the ratings go through the roof. Hey,
we need that. You need to show your nipples, and Mel need to just come on out his shirt.
Yeah, you need to go and break out the Superman on that one. We need you to go on and just do the Superman there.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Hey, Glenn Murray. While Mel is at the stove, tell me who you are.
Yes, I'm Glenn Murray, one of the principals in G Rose Productions, 220 Holdings. I'm a lover of life. I stole Robert's line. I just wanted to use it. I wanted to use that for info. You were slipping. You forgot that line, so it's mine now. I'm just a lover of life. I'm here listening to jazz, and I got my own photographer that follows me around every week, like Rob. That's all I'm trying to be like Rob. That's what I'm trying to do.
That provides theme music. You got all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Have you noticed though that Robert has a different picture every day on social media?
Hey,
every day.
Don't forget to tell them that you got beat in your fantasy football league.
Oh, here we go, Kevin. Producers, can we tune Kevin down? I think it's time for him to go. Raj, you know what to do. Do it, Raj. You got another bottle of Woodford, Raj. If you do it, take him out. There we go. See, that's how you get stuff done around here. I mean, that's why I'm in charge.
Total gent.
What up?
Say hello to everybody watching.
What up, people? Mel Roberson here in the kitchen making tacos. My MacBook just did something funny. So, all right, there we are.
You good on iron.
In the kitchen making tacos for the people. You know what I'm talking about? 6-time Amazon best-selling author. Detective James Cullen on Chicago PD. What else do I do? I am a VP with Legal Shield. I help people protect their legal rights and protect their identity. I'm the only person from the man cave that didn't get my Christmas present from Glenn.
I didn't get no Christmas present either.
So you got a birthday present. They came in the same quarter. They count together.
Proud member of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity.
Oh, yeah. All day.
Happy Founders Day, gentlemen. Happy Founders Day.
Yep. And last but not least, the most important thing that I've ever done is, all right, Pam, I got you. The most important thing that I've ever done is raise 2 beautiful daughters. They are the wind beneath my wings. They are my reason for existence. And yeah, that's it. So happy New Year, tacos and tequila, everybody.
Pamela Borders asked for tacos, but I've seen Pam eat. She'll eat all those tacos. You won't have nothing left.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to be your host for each week of Live from the Cave. My name is Shawn Mason. You can find me on Instagram at It's the Crooner. I do a little bit on the music side. I'm a professional photographer, blogger, writer. I'm not too hard to find, so just look around. I'm easy to locate, and I am honored to get to hang out every Saturday night with these gentlemen who keep me on my toes, who correct me when I'm wrong, who challenge me when I deserve to be challenged, and who allow me to challenge them as well. And we're glad that you guys are tuned in. So let's get into something else, man. I was talking to a friend of mine last night, man, and we were wondering whether or not the the ladies, and I'm sure there are men that feel this way too. But of course, I don't date men, so I speak about ladies. You know, not
Me
that
either.
not that dating men is anything wrong with that.
Just drop it, Shawn. Just move on. Just move
Yeah.
on, bro.
Just
Let's just keep it rolling. Let's just keep it rolling.
That was a rabbit hole, wasn't it?
Yeah, and you got 1 foot down there. I'm trying to pull you out now. Let's go.
Right. So we were wondering if there are women that find solid and accountable relationships boring. Because I was talking to her and she was not necessarily saying that, but in a sense she was saying, you know, I need somebody that's a challenge, and I need, you know, somebody that's not so easy and is not a pushover. And, you know, and I was telling her, well, you know, what's wrong with the dude who is prioritizing with you, you know, and coming home every night and, you know, not making you wonder where he is and answering his phone, you know, when you call, so that you always know that you're a priority, you know. And so we then start to wonder, well, is that seen as boring? And my belief was it depends on your design. I believe there's some people that find that accountability exciting, just like there are some people that may find it, the rhythm of it, boring. Kevin, what do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I mean, right now we're in a pandemic, so you can't actually adapt to the traditional template of dating as far as going out to restaurants, you know, going to movies or, you know, venues of any of that sort. You have to be creative. So, and, you know, not knowing what's going on with a person's individual jobs, if they're working at home, if they're working out in the field, or, you know, whatever the situation is. I think it's a lot of different factors that make people adjust to what we're dealing with currently. So, yeah.
I don't know if it's Andrea, but Andrea Wright says, if she says anybody who needs a challenge is a challenge. Hallelujah.
That's a good word.
Yeah, that's a word. That's a whole chapter in the book, right there. Rob, what do you think about that, man? Because I've definitely encountered, you know, because I try to be the nice guy, the polite guy, and so I've definitely encountered ladies who, you know, they're like, he's not exciting enough. I need a challenge. I don't know what that means, but, you know, I can come over drunk a couple of times if that'll make you happy. I can have the police drop me off after I, you know, slap an old lady or something. I don't know what, you know.
You know what? Dating is a challenge, man. As Kevin said, you know, already we're in a pandemic. We don't know who's who. I'm going to be like Rodney Dangerfield. We just don't give respect. You know, and that's the problem right now. Is it's hard to give respect. I'm sorry.
But what does that say about our culture, though, man? That accountability and being present, you know, and not being somebody who's bringing drama and complicated energy. What does that say about us that can even on any level be seen as negative? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, negativeness attracts negativeness, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing.
Like Andrea just said, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's, you know, so, you know, I'm my goal is to rise above that. And,
right.
You know, to definitely, you know, bring about to inspire people. Yeah. And do some good things. So.
Yeah. What about you, Mel? What do you think about it?
Well, I think that a lot of times we want what isn't easy. You know, we want what isn't easy to obtain because things that are easy to obtain seem to have little value.
I was going to say, do you think that there's a mindset that says if it's easy, it's not worth having?
Yeah. And that's the thing. You know, like I used to be a person that loved to chase. Mm-hmm. Now I'm not chasing your ass.
Right.
Because anything you're chasing is trying to get away from you. Seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the whole game and the courting, like there's a difference between courting and chasing. I'll court, but I'm not going to chase. If you make it difficult.
Yeah.
Why? You know, I had a young lady who was like, man, there's this movie I want to watch. Blah, blah, blah. I thought of you when I did it, so I didn't watch it yet. Okay, cool. We can do that. Yeah. After I reached out 3 times, I'm watching on my own now.
Here's the sad part, man, and I was relaying this to the friend last night. And it's such an old practice that you would think that by now, it would deserve a bit more scrutiny. But the guy who feels like he's bringing you a noble mate and a noble partner is not going to jump through the hoops that the guy who's just trying to smash is, because he has a finish line in mind, and he's going to do whatever he needs to do to reach that particular goal. So he'll jump through every hoop. He'll get your nails done, get your hair done, because he's trying to get to a certain place and acquire a certain thing. Rob, you look confused. We'll come back to you. Whereas a guy who feels like he's offering you something worthwhile, he's not going to do all that, because it's like, look, I am of value as well, and so I am willing to meet you. And like I always say, I'll give chase as long as you look back and wink, and you're not gaining ground. If I'm chasing you and you're getting further away from me, I'm going to assume you don't want to get caught, and I'm going to take the off ramp. But if I'm chasing you theoretically, and I'm getting closer, and you flashing me a booty cheek here and there, you winking,
Really, a booty cheek, a flash?
Just a booty cheek?
Well,
I need more
it's
than
early,
booty
Kevin.
cheek.
It's early. My expectations aren't high. Just a booty cheek.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh my God, this show is already gone.
So and she, and hold on, man, real quick. She was one of those that thought, okay, if he's dropping money, then he's got a giving spirit, and he's worth keeping. I'm like, no, men weaponize gifts easy. That's one of the first lessons men learn, is to weaponize their financial position and weaponize gifts. So that doesn't speak to sincerity at all. All right, I'm shutting up.
When it gets to the point where I got to say, all my life I had to fight to prove my love. I'm done.
I mean, there's 2 men that chase you, married men and men that ain't got a lot going on.
Yeah.
So,
Somebody just asked if we like BBWs, which I don't know how that pertains to what we're currently talking about, but we can swing back around to that. But go ahead.
yeah, no, we're not going to answer that.
Okay.
I like my BBW.
BBWs, yeah.
Okay. I kind of know what that is.
Yeah, I know what that is.
He trying to start a fight, though, clearly. Whoever.
Yeah, obviously. That's why we ain't going to answer that one. So, no, I think it's emotional maturity, which we had that discussion 2 weeks ago.
Right.
If you're in a space where you need somebody to come in and, I don't know, trip you up, body slam you, or do something to keep the excitement going.
Right.
Yeah, that's a personal problem that you have.
Yeah.
Don't be looking for somebody that's real.
Not to be confused with liking kink in your
Yeah, I
sexual
was just
relationship.
thinking.
That's not the same thing. That's not the same.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about S&M.
No, change.
You like that, man?
Hold on, Glenn.
Mel, you like how I covered that? I kind of slid that in there.
You did. Real slick.
The thoughts and opinions of Shawn Mason are not those of the Man Cave, NDTV, B-Rose Productions, or Mel Robert Entertainment.
220 holding.
But they are already inboxing me about, believe that.
Yeah.
That was Sean's cheap pop to get him some extra inboxes. You know what you were doing.
Yeah, I don't really get no inboxes, and I be hating because if somebody try to pick one of y'all up every show,
Man.
somebody asks for a phone number every show. Even the guests get hit on.
That's right.
Get hit on.
That's right.
Who is y'all?
My DMs are open.
Check this out.
Now you almost made me drop my tacos, Robert.
Check this out. Shout out to my good friend Tiabe, great singer in Chicago. She posted something, and I'm sure she probably picked it up from somewhere else. But she posted a meme that basically said, women get friend zoned too. The difference is the man will still have sex with you.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh, I gotta pour my drink.
Who wants to take a-
My drink is low. I need
So
to
the
pour
Lakers
my
played
drink right
Bulls
about
the
now.
other day.
Excuse me.
That's why I'm gonna call on you first, Glenn, because your drink is low.
Who wants
Huh?
to
I
take
can't
that
hear
one?
you. Wait a minute, I'm on mute. Something's wrong with my connection is screwed up. See, I can't even.
Yeah, your believability quotient is low as well. So, yeah.
Well, I always get picked on. This ain't fair, Shawn. I'm a producer on this show. I shouldn't get picked on.
Life is
That's why
hard.
your input is valuable.
Yeah.
So, what was the question?
The question was, why is now your memory not so good? The statement was made, ladies get friend zoned as well. The difference is the man will still have sex with you. And I'm paraphrasing. That is not how that
Yeah, we know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
we
heard
kinda-
backstage. We already know what you were saying, your little nasty mouth.
Yeah.
We know. I don't think that's true if you're really friend zoning somebody. If you're truly friend zoning them, because there's friend zone and then there's the holding section of the friend
Well,
zone.
there's the Heisman.
The stiff arm.
Right.
No. Even this is more of kind of putting you on ice.
Right.
This is kind of chilling you. This is kind of like what you do with champagne. When you don't want it right now, I put it on ice.
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of it.
You can come back to it later.
I'll come back to it later. And that's what those men are doing. That's what she meant. That's not putting you in the friend zone.
Right. So I think there's a difference in putting somebody in a position where you're saying, I don't want to be involved with you romantically versus somebody that you have the kind of energy with that you go, hey, we would be good in this space as friends.
Yeah.
And so I think that women feel like if I still have an amicable, a relationship with him, then I've been friend zoned. When no, he just, he didn't want
nice.
to, but he wanted to smash, because I wouldn't want to do the damage to my friends, by incorporating that. So right. I think that there's some truth to it, but I think it's probably a little bit different for everybody else. Kevin, what do you think about it?
Hey, Shawn, I actually think that guy may have been trying to activate pandemic relief by wanting to smash. It could be
continue.
Wait a minute,
it
Kevin.
Could be a destroyed.
Elaborate, please.
Hold it. Can you repeat that?
Is this a new name? Is this something kinky, Kevin? Pandemic relief. This sounds like that might be some S&M type stuff. That sounds kinky.
That's the second time that's come up. Y'all better be careful.
I'm just saying, people are going through probably the most challenging, difficult time of their lives. And, you have some brothers that will go out the box and, sacrifice themselves, for the better good, unfortunately. So,
yeah, that's a whole price to pay, Kevin.
We are martyrs.
Who put Kevin on this show? Who put Kevin on this show? He is clowning. What is going on with y'all tonight?
Yeah, that having sex is brutal. I mean, who wants to do that?
Man, that's crazy.
Men hate being sex objects. Women, y'all are just terrible. Making us
that's what I'm telling you, man. I feel something right now, but yeah.
Rob, what do you feel? What do you feel, Rob?
Oh my goodness. For the people just watching this for the first time, this show usually deals with serious relationship questions, business, and current events. Tonight, we took a detour, and I apologize on behalf of management.
But Glenn, I will say this. Women will friend zone you when they don't want to have sex.
Is that what it is? Okay.
You know what, though? And your friend Tybee, not talking about her, and you photographed her beautifully, by the way.
And it's Tiabe. Don't have
I'm sorry. I just gave her a whole new name.
Because you murdering her name.
Yeah, that's Shawn made me do it.
And
women invented putting men on ice. The break glass in case of emergency. You remember that joke? Who told that joke? Yeah. Eddie Murphy or somebody? The break glass in case of emergency. Yeah, women invented that. Yeah. So don't get mad at us when we do it, because y'all did it first. We learned from the best.
Yeah.
That is true, Graham. I had a friend of mine tell me, I was like, I've been single. Why you ain't hooked your boy up? Like, you got all these fine friends. You ain't hooked your boy up. She was like, I can't do that. Yep. I'm a good guy. I'm not going to hurt nobody. Feel like, She's like, no, it's not you. She was like, if you go there with one of my friends, then that takes you out of my possibility list.
Right. You was on ice. You was that bottle of champagne that she was going to pop on New Year's when she didn't have a date or something. Oh, let me reach over here. There's Mel.
I've seen that too. And here's another component. Even the woman that puts the man in the friend zone can likely pick up the phone at midnight on Tuesday and say, I need to come through there. And he's going to be like, okay.
Or Wednesday.
Or any day that ends in Y.
Robert, is Wednesday like your day for booty calls?
Robert
got a specific booty call day.
That's hump day.
If you're going to make that call to Robert, it needs to be on a Wednesday.
Mel said that's hump day, so
That's hump day.
That's that pandemic relief. I'm telling you, it's better than the government.
You know, it's Wednesday or Thursday is ladies' night. You know that, right? Thursday is ladies' night.
Is that right? But there's, and I know we have, Kevin, and I know we've talked about this a little bit too, but there's also levels of the friend zone. Like the friend zone is not just, the basement, it's a duplex, triple, quadruple, quad level, so I have some friends that there's no shape, form, or fashion, no way I'd ever turn down that corner. Then I have some friends that, we could talk about it.
So you treat women like spades. You got 3 in a possible.
That's
the possible.
Some deserve a conversation. Okay, we can turn this corner. However, let's remember that, it's likely that everything will be different after this.
I feel like this is a Midwest conversation that we're having right now. We can make anything.
Hey, because you never know what's going to be Trump.
That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about.
And if Jacks are wild, anything is possible.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Y'all should say no Trump. No
Man
Trump.
can't view it. Just know that I don't identify with any of this stuff that these gentlemen are talking about at the moment.
Oh, he can neither confirm nor deny.
What kind of tacos are we having over there, Mel?
The ones that are gone now, bro, you late.
Oh my God.
I had 6 tacos since we've been on this show.
He said the ones that are gone.
But to answer your question, Mr. Hazzard, Dr. Prager's has this plant-based ground beef that I use for my taco meat substitute.
Okay.
Also have some lettuce, tomato, avocado, and there's this guacamole salsa, medium guacamole salsa, nice little spice to it.
Awesome.
So I seasoned my Dr. Prager's with, you know what? We better start getting some endorsements or some sponsorships. I'm calling out all this shit. Taco Tuesday by the Flavor Gods.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you do your grocery shopping, Mel?
This is online. The seasoning is online, but Dr. Prager's came from Jewel. Jewel has it. I think Whole Foods has it as well. The avocados, lettuce, and tomato came from Aldi. It ain't what you make, it's what you eat. Do
you ever pick up women in the grocery store, New?
No, man, I don't pick up women at all. I'm just a regular guy out here lonely, living my life.
Oh my God, play the music, play the
how
screen
that
music.
is. I know how it is.
Hey, Mel, your nose is growing.
You would know, Geppetto.
Touche.
Brothers, if you guys have me back, I'm gonna cook in the kitchen too, like Mel does.
You don't wear a shirt?
Rob, you gotta invite me over.
Man.
Invite me over so I can critique your cooking.
We can do that as long as you take a COVID test.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We should do a show where we all cook. We should do a show where we just all cook. We get a chef and she teaches us how to cook. I think that would be a great show.
I'm with that.
That would be awesome.
This is not Julia Child, okay? Let's come on.
Well, I don't think we can afford her, Kevin. She might be dead. I don't think it'll be her. But
I like that idea because if COVID did nothing, it made me start, cooking at home more. Not that it's sophisticated, but I cook at home more, and it's very rare that I do any kind of eating out.
Well, I cook, brother. I when I was before I cooked. I did a lot of the cooking in the house. So I know how to do some of that stuff.
Look at Rob. Rob be putting his resume together in the whole show. Rob puts a resume together. If you notice, he started out with I like music and soft stuff and candlelight and everything, and now we've moved into cooking. And Rob just dropped it. You were better than Trump.
Rob got a 6-minute dating profile on the show. You got a 6-minute dating profile.
Rob is like women stand back and stand back.
Don't hate on Rob.
That's right.
I'm not. I admire his smoothness. I admire how smooth he is. I'm pointing it out. I'm giving him props.
Man, I got my sacks right over here, just so you guys know. I just want you to know.
Oh, he's smoother than a frappe. Nah, ain't no doubt.
Oh yeah, with a smile, with a half smile and cream foam.
I got my sacks over here. I just want y'all to know.
He's actually threatening my level of smoothness. That's how smooth he is,
Oh, brother, I can't. You are the man. You are the man. I want that hat. You the man.
Man, you don't want the trouble that come with this hat.
Yes, I do, brother.
I'm shouting out my man Shotgun one more time as I top off because I saw he came in the room. I think he missed me mentioning him early, but this is for you, good brother. What were you saying, Glenn?
So, and Rob brings his own fans. You notice that the numbers go up when Rob's on the show. I'm just saying.
I did notice that.
It's like he brings his own little fan section and everything. It's like a coordinated effort.
That he's turning down proposals.
I think so too.
Ooh.
I think so too. I think he's playing hard to get.
We think Rob is turning down proposals and pretending like he's not getting any love.
Man, it's hard for him. It's hard.
Sean, it's pimp or die out here, don't you?
Say what?
It's pimp or die out here.
Never lie. Mel know all about that.
So, hey, Rob is my boy. I love him dearly. Ladies, that is the guy.
Hey, man.
Look at Kevin, wingman, and now Kevin. I got to announce my wingman lineup. I started another business during COVID, so
right. Hey, I'm gonna
go back to Michigan. We got to go back to Michigan for Roundabout. Is that right? Where's the place in Michigan we went to, Glenn?
Round Barn.
The Round Barn.
Round Barn. Yeah. We need to go back up to Michigan.
I'm going to take a serious turn before we get done because it's already almost. It's almost 9:45 already, so I'm going to take a serious turn before we get out of here. And another issue that my friend and I were talking about was this is actually a different friend. Shout out to my friend Emily. We were talking last night, and she was saying that whenever you're in a wedding, the congregation, the minister always appeals to the congregation and tells them that the marriage and the union isn't just the two of them. It's also everybody sitting in this room. We are the community that's going to support you and advocate for you and challenge you and yada, yada, yada. But in reality, that never happens. And so you end up having, him or her oftentimes out here on foolishness, and people see it and know it. But, of course, they stay out of their business. So how much of that is fair to expect people to mean when they say it sitting in that church, that, hey, we are part of the community and the village that is going to hold both of you accountable to each other. How realistic is that? Okay. Neil, you lean forward, so I'm asking you. And I feel like you probably have a real interesting insight.
Well, I think the thing is it gets to a point where, like, how much of somebody else's business do you mind? You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing. So here's one thing my friends know about me, my male friends. If you want bullshit, don't bring it around me. You know what I'm saying? Like fam, if you marry and you want to do something else outside of that, you ain't using my crib. I'm not gonna be your alibi. Plausible deniability is the thing for me. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do that. So, there have been times where I've had conversations with my friends, male and female for that matter, on some, hey, listen, you probably need to tighten this up, you know what I'm saying, or step out of the relationship. You know what I mean? But as far as me being like, ooh, let me tell you what she did or whatever, I have situations where if I see somebody out with somebody else, I'm gonna make sure I go speak. Like if I see your girl out with somebody and she knows who I am, I'm like, hey girl, how you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. All right, take care. And that's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? And then she gonna be like, oh, he probably gonna tell Shawn, so I probably need to say something. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just one of those things, man. But I don't.
My hang up with it has always been you don't know what the fallout could be. You know, I went and then are you going to own your space and your chosen place if the fallout goes really, really left? And so I had an experience about a year ago with a friend of mine who was in that exact situation. And you know, I don't think the guy who felt like he was putting him on blast understood that he was creating an atmosphere where somebody could really get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then if somebody actually got hurt, how are you going to feel about the decision you made then when it was something that really, this was a little bit different than the way I described, but it was a situation that really had nothing to do with you. You know, some wrong was being done, you know, but you aren't judge and jury. You know, you don't get to play God when you want to play God. And so this dude chose to do that. And things got very, very hairy, you know, before they got better. And I'm thinking, man, that is going to be a tragic story that this guy decided that he had the right to insert himself into that situation. And then somebody got hurt, you know, as a result of it. So that's one reason that I have experienced things like that, even going back to being a young cat, where that's how people get hurt, you know. And so, you know, it's a real tricky thing. And I think that there's a way, much like Emily and I were discussing, there's also a way that you can do that kind of thing that doesn't polarize it so much and bring it into that kind of light, you know, like even Mel was saying, you know, even if you just want to pull somebody's coattails, hey, you need to tighten that up. You know?
I think it's a two-pronged.
This dude went to the wife.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was unacceptable.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, Robert.
I think we have a responsibility as brothers to be able to, you know, pull a coattail. You know, I think back to Love Jones and just having the conversation over some liquor and stuff like that to talk about what we need to do as men to make our relationships work. And if we need to, if we think we need to go outside those relationships, let's pull each other back and say, no, this is not something that we want to do. I operate in integrity. That's something that I pride myself on, you know, today. So if you see me out doing something that I shouldn't be doing, I'm expecting you are part of my tribe. I'm expecting you to say, hey, listen, no, you need to not do that. And pull me to the side and do it. But I'm going to do the same thing for you.
Yeah.
So if we see you with your nipples out, then we supposed to let you know.
You know, yeah. So, yeah, I just want you to do that, man.
That was the exception.
Yeah, you know, and we close this show out, Mel. You know, I'm just.
Hey, Rob, before you do that, I think it's some women that have been wanting to know what you could do with your mouth. So go ahead.
You know what?
Oh, Jesus. You just put too much out there for Shawn. You know he couldn't keep it to himself. You knew it when you picked it up.
I'll sing for you, baby.
Wait a minute. I think somebody just put in the chat what that mouth do. Show me what your mouth do.
Y'all not going to let me be on the show no more if I do this.
Yes, we are. You're going to be back next week because we need to hear the response. So, yeah, you're going to be back on.
If the numbers hit, I'm going to put you back on. We're going to have you out there with your nipples out. I need numbers. I don't care what we need to do. I'm like a pimp when it comes to the numbers.
And I was listening to Kirk. Whalen tonight. And, you know, man, I've got some stuff. This is my baby.
The production team changed your name to Kid Nipple. I don't know if you knew it.
I did see that, Shawn. Thank you so much.
Yoli is in there. What's up, Mama?
I was trying to not, you know, I'm going to get them. You know, I did see that.
See, Rob, I don't need you to play tonight. Women, I need you to tune in next week. We'll have Rob back on and he'll play. Right. But you got to tune in. We're not giving you all of it up front.
Rob, it's kind of like you pull your thing out and then didn't use it. It's like a gun. If you pull it out, you better at least fire one off into the sky. You know,
Is
like
this?
you can't
Well, wait a second.
you can't pull it out and then put it up. I mean,
I thought this was a PG show.
who does that? Who pulls it out and puts it up?
Shawn Mason will be removed from TV for 30 days. He's been suspended.
Hey Glenn, my career has already been longer than I thought it would.
So Kevin, you ready to come back as part of the original crew?
Yeah, Kevin Foster will be standing in for Shawn Mason.
Like, let's replace this. Get him out of here.
And
everybody watching, I want y'all to riot like they did at the Capitol. Y'all to storm the building and say y'all refuse. The count was off, the vote was wrong, and then you want me back as the host. That's what I want y'all to do. Look, you're great people. You're great people. I love you.
oh my God.
Well, hey, was that a Trumpism?
I don't know what to say after this. I have nothing.
So for those of you that are
just said, Shawn?
Yeah, that was his. It was his thing. So for those of you that are tuning in to the show that normally tune in, or for those of you that are tuning in for the very first time,
it's bad when Mel has to bring order. That's all.
This show usually has so much substance.
Usually,
like
tonight is not one of those nights.
This is our first show back. This is our first show, 2021. We had a week off. We did not have a normal pre-show meeting.
Don't blame me.
So
y'all invited me.
I mean, though we did cover some good topics today, this is not. You can go back on NDTV and catch previous shows, and you know what I'm saying.
Conversation, great substance.
Well, Connie said that was funnier than Tiger Stripes. That's
amazing.
That's saying a lot because Tiger Stripes was one of the show's greatest highlights.
I know it is.
Thank you, Connie, for mentioning me.
Yeah, thank you, Connie, for joining and turning it.
Mel is so disgusting.
I'm not disgusted. I'm just
like, I don't know these guys. I don't know them. They are not my brethren. I don't know them.
None of us may be on next week because I know the producers are going to talk to us after this show.
I'm a producer.
So am I, technically. But still.
Well, the behind-the-scenes production team is going to want to talk to us after this show. I think drinking may be banned from this show after tonight. I'm not sure because everybody has to bow.
You are not the boss of me. You're not the boss of me. I think this is the difference when I drink rum and not bourbon.
Obviously.
See, that's the problem. You needed to drink bourbon tonight.
This is Shotgun's fault.
You needed to drink bourbon tonight.
Yeah, your boy Shotgun hooked you up, and now he got you suspended.
Can we say something important before we close the show today?
We need to.
Absolutely. I elect you to do that.
I don't. I'm so befuddled.
It's on you.
I'm so befuddled. I'm so distraught.
He said befuddled.
I'm so. Yeah, that I don't know what importance.
You
just wanted us to be quiet, didn't you? You just said that.
Please, Glenn, please.
Tomorrow night, Mel and I, and maybe Shawn, will be guests. We'll be guests on the Voices of Change show hosted by Janice Oda. She wants to talk about Man Cave, but I'm not even sure we'll be on tomorrow. We might be canceled after tonight. I'm not even
we might
sure.
not even exist.
Yeah, but tomorrow at 6 p.m. on Intellectual Radio, you can catch it on Intellectual Radio, and we'll make sure we share it on our pages. But we're going to be guests on the show to talk about the Man Cave and what a great experience it was.
It was, right, you know.
I clicked like on
what
that.
It was like being in the Man Cave, you know. 25 some odd weeks, you know.
Robert will not be pulling his instrument out anymore on this show tonight.
This is my instrument. This is my gun. This is for killing. This is for fun.
Oh gosh.
So where's your silencer at, Rob?
Where did Mel go?
Mel left. Mel just boycotted the show. I think he resigned like Betsy DeVos. I think he did a Betsy DeVos. He resigned from the show.
Okay, I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Mel, we need music, Mel. We need a Man Cave soundtrack tonight. I think I'll let you just pick what you want so we can take this show home on a good note, Mel. Come on. Get back into it. Come on, Trooper.
So, yeah, I need a pen. Oh, here's a pen. Okay.
Thank you, Anna Mosley.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Anna. You're so sweet.
She's cute.
Yeah.
Male.
She's nice. She lives in Dallas, Shawn.
Who's cute?
Anna Mosley.
Oh.
Okay. The executive producer
cute.
just said she would rather have a poem than a playlist.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
man, that's good. That means all the pressure on you. Have at it.
Well,
No,
let's
that
sit
takes the
back.
pressure off everybody. Wait a minute. Let me have a conversation with the executive.
I just get to listen and enjoy it now.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me just hold on. I'm on mute. Let me talk to the executive producer.
Yeah, don't come back with a black eye and then you got to explain it.
You know what? On second thought, we just gonna do a poem.
Right, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help you.
You're gonna give me. Yeah.
I would put my foot down, but I don't feel like it today because I
Yeah. I bet you don't.
10 miles, so it's hard for me to move my legs to put my foot.
You would put your foot down, but seeing as you want to keep your feet.
It's cold outside, Glenn. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
It's cold to be sleeping
outside. It's not fun. It's not.
No.
What I heard.
Hey,
That's what I heard.
I've been put out of houses before. So I know what it's like. I just want you to know. You know,
Mel,
okay.
the poem, please, sir.
You got one time to put me out your house. I just want you to know.
So this is a poem off of my up and coming album, Truth and Tragedy. Thank you, Raj. Oh my God.
You can still hear us, Raj. That ain't right.
Raj, you can even mute all of them if you want to, Raj.
Don't do it.
Raj, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't mute
We
us.
still got stuff to say.
No.
Yeah, we still got stuff to say.
We'll get a poem next week. I'm not doing a poem. I can't work under these conditions.
Oh my God, it's always one. It's always one.
All these celebrities, I tell you, these celebrities.
You know,
these people.
they ask for a lot of money. These celebrities, they ask for a lot of money. And
I know.
what do they produce?
He officer black dude on Chicago PD now, and he don't know how to act.
Officer Black Dude.
I forgot his name.
Glenn, that was your funniest yet. Officer Black Dude is hilarious.
Man, you know.
Hey, every week, whenever he says he's on Chicago PD, we have to interrupt him and say he plays Officer Black Dude.
Black dude.
Yeah,
the black dude we brought back from season 3. That's gonna be.
We thought was dead, but it's been in a coma this whole time.
A coma.
Like,
But he came back to
He
life.
revived himself and came back to the force.
Back to life.
Officer Black Dude. I love that. Officer Black Dude.
I forgot the name. First name popped in my mind.
That made my night.
Hey,
I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't gone
Oh, he's
anywhere.
right there. Hey, Mel, how you doing?
I was listening
Hey,
the entire time.
The only thing better than Officer
I
Black
thought I was
Dude
gonna have to play,
would be Rob playing that damn horn. That's the only
I
thing.
know, really.
Better than.
I thought I was gonna have to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been live from the cave. On behalf of Indie TV, thank you, G Rose Productions, 220 Holdings. This has been live from the cave. We will see you all next Saturday. Raj, run the credit.
Camped out at home for COVID? Join us, Indie TV, where you will see the talk shows, movies, drama, action, and comedy. Be the first and see it first. Sign up now for free at Indie TV.